carrots grow from carrot seeds.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the magic that makes that happen. Because it doesn't happen by itself. There's something that helps that happen. Have we ever heard of pollinators? Have you heard of pollinators? All right. Well, pollinators allow that. Pollinators are they're the vehicle. They're the thing that allows the flower to become a fruit. Because remember, anything that has seeds is a fruit. So the pollinators allow that to happen. Tell me a pollinator. A bee. The most important pollinator ever is the bee. Okay. What's another pollinator? A hummingbird is a pollinator. Another pollinator. A butterfly is a pollinator. Absolutely. What's another pollinator? A fly. Who said that? Excellent. A fly is a pollinator. Yes. And there's another pollinator. Beetles are pollinators. Yes, sir. What's another pollinator?
Butterfly.
Butterfly's a pollinator. What's kind of a relative to the butterfly, but it's not a butterfly? A moth. A moth is a pollinator. You know what else? A dog's tail could be a pollinator. What if a dog is just wagging its tail and it brushes across a flower and it gets pollen on it and it gets that pollen on another flower? Dog's tail could be a pollinator. Wind can be a pollinator. There are some plants like tomatoes. On windy days, they pollinate themselves. They don't need the butterflies or the bees or anything to pollinate them. But again, the most important pollinator is going to be the bee. Now, why do bees go into flowers? To get nectar. All right. Okay, you guys are too smart for me. All right. Bees go into flowers to get nectar. So the fact that they get pollen on them is an accidental thing of nature. They don't want the pollen, they want the nectar. But to get to the nectar, they've got to go through the pollen. It's like if you're trying to get a prize out of a box of cereal, so you stick your hand in there to get the prize, and you get the prize, but what do you have on your hand? Cereal. Right. Okay, well that's what happens to bees. But the monarch butterfly is in trouble, so there's things that we can do to help all of our pollinators, including the monarch butterfly. And one of the things that I did is I planted a garden, and it's I mean, if you have a really wild spirit, it's pretty, but I like things all organized and clean and neat. So, I don't find it that attractive, but I have a wildflower garden. It has milkweed, it has all these plants in it, and they're growing like crazy. And that garden is just for the pollinators. I don't put any poison on it. I don't care what eats it. The caterpillars can eat anything they want, but that garden is just for the butterflies. So if a lot of people would do that, then we could have a garden and protect our pollinators and help our pollinators. Another activity today is after we get done harvesting and working in our garden, I think we'll have enough time, is I want to make these things called seed balls. Now the seed balls they're balls that you make with soil and clay and water, and they're messy and you're going to get your hands all dirty. But it has seeds in them, and those seeds are wildflower seeds. And then you can take those seed balls, and I was thinking I was going to take the seed balls that you guys made home, and then next year when I come back, we can come up with a place where we're going to put the seed balls, and you just throw them out, and then it rains, and you'll have all these wildflowers, and these are all perfect pollinator plants. And we can do that next spring, but right before the rains start. And these are plants that are used to Oklahoma weather. They're used to dry, they're used to drought, they're used to hot. So they're going to grow wherever we throw them. Okay, so we're going to do that today, make the seed balls, and then when I come back next year, we're going to figure out where we're going to throw these seed balls, and then we're going to see wildflowers come up. You guys okay with that? Mm-hmm. All right. We have to, but we have to do some caretaking first. We're going to have to pull those pesky caterpillars off the broccoli again.
Again?
Again, I know. But guess what? You're starting to see the broccoli. So you're starting to see the broccoli. If you get the caterpillars now, it's starting to get cold enough. The reason we had such a problem with caterpillars this year is it's been so warm. So we're going to pull the caterpillars off. I'm going to take the Miss Susan's bed, or Susan Hart and Miss Sue's bed, which are the last two beds that were replanted last time. You have to thin those. And some bugs are eating those, but I think the bugs are going to go away now because it's getting a little cool. We're going to thin those.
Tell them what thin means.
Thin means to pull if the plants are growing too close together, and they won't grow well if they're too close together. It's kind of like like 5 people eating off the same plate. You know, you just can't 5 people can't eat off the same plate.
So we're gonna kick 4 of them out.
Yeah, we're gonna kick 4 of these plants out because otherwise we won't have anything. So we gotta remove the extra plants. So we're gonna thin those 2 beds.
Just the tiniest ones, not the big ones.
So we're gonna work for maybe 10 minutes and then we're gonna harvest and then we're gonna come back and make our seed balls. Yes, ma'am.
Miss Leonard, did you happen to see, when I was out there the other day pulling caterpillars out, there was cocoons
I know.
all on the walls and the windows.
Yes, there's chrysalises. Yes, there are even chrysalises on the backs of the leaves.
From the caterpillars, they're moths.
No, they're actually butterflies.
Oh, are they?
They're kind of a cream-colored butterfly.
Okay.
And they're I think they're called cabbage butterflies. Anyway, they're pesky and they're everywhere. So if you see a chrysalis, you can pull that off too and collect that when you've got cups and everything to put that stuff in.
Okay.
So
Can we take it home? Keep it
you can take it home and then you can have it eat this stuff at home.
It's like clay that's like talcum powder, like
Can you please show them
like
your cup?
powdered sugar. But when it gets wet and hardens, it's clay like a clay bowl or clay plate, clay tile. It's important that you listen, so you know, it's important that you have the clay in your cup. You're going to get some soil in your cup. Mix that together with the stick. You will get some seeds in your cup, and you want to mix all the dry ingredients together before you put the water in, because then it will all be blended even. If you put the water on top and try to mix it, it's so hard to get it right. So, seeds. Mix it up. So you're just stirring the top. Look, let me show you.
Looks like kind of Oreo.
So the clay comes up.
Oh, like Oreo mix. Yeah. That was good. Oh, drop my Oreo. It smells good. Oh, it smells so good. Whoops. My hands are getting solid shut. Are you in here? I never seen you.
Are you sure you're over that?
How did you do that? You supposed to do that, make it. My hands. Look at my hands, bro. I got a huge carrot over there. This one was, yeah.
I know.
Wait, how many can we be?
I can't even think about two.